Hi guys, good evening. Today I'll teach you how to refill the cartridge for the printer M1005. Now this is the cartridge for this printer which says 12A. So we can see this clearly that this says 12A and this is the cartridge for printer M1005. In order to refill this cartridge, we need three important things. The first one is called screwdriver, which is important to open the screws. Then we need one flask in order to pull the locks. And this is the most significant part of the entire process, which is called a hard wire. Now this is a wire which is strong and hard. It is easily available in any hardware shop and it is cost effective. Now this cartridge has two sides. One is this front side which says made in Japan, made in Italy, made in India. If you see this, it's made in Japan. And then we have the other side. Now both the sides have few screws. If you can see that this is the screw, then we have these two screws accordingly. So we have to open these, we have to open all these screws accordingly. Now it had many screws, but I have lost few of them. So let me open all the screws accordingly. So it will take few seconds to open them. So I will quickly open all the screws. So this is the way I can open all the screws accordingly one by one. And make sure that you keep the screws at the safer place, because they are tiny and you can lose them easily at a fraction. So then I will open it from other side. So I'll open both the screws from this angle and the other angle. Come on man, yes. Now I have opened both the screws from both the sides. Come on man. Okay, and it is almost done. So I have opened all the screws from the front side and the opposite side. So I have opened all the screws accordingly. Now I will open the cap. Okay, I'll open the cap. This is the first cap, and this is the drum. This is a green drum end. So I will open this cap from here. So I have I have removed this cap from here, and then this is the drum. Now this is called drum, green drum. Now this is the first thing which we have to which we have to take out from the cartridge. So we'll slowly lift it up, and then we have to slowly bring it out. Now this drum is very sensitive. Now this gives the clarity to the printer pages. So make sure that you keep it safe at a safe and secure place on a paper or any soft cloth. Then after that we have to remove this rod. Now after taking drum we have to remove this magnetic rod. If you can see that there is a magnetic rod. Now this is a rod. From here and till here, this is one rod. Now we have to take out this rod easily from the cartridge. For that we have to, and for this we have to put a screwdriver at the corner of this rod, and we have to force the screwdriver on the opposite side, and then we have to uplift it. So if I have to do it, so I will simply force it on the other side and I will take it out in the same way. Now this magnetic rod is very important part. So this is the way we have to pull up the rod from the cartridge. Now let us rephrase. Now I will keep this aside. Now let us rephrase what we have done till now. So this is the printer cartridge called 12A. So this is 12A printer cartridge. Then we have to have three important tools. One is called screwdriver. The other one is called flask, then we need a hard wire. After that, we have to open the screwdrivers from both the sides, from here and from here, and then we have to open the cap and take out the drum from it. After that, we have to take out this magnetic rod. Now following that, then it comes the most important part of the entire process. Now that is called these screwdriver, these knob. These are two locks. They are called locks and they are small knobs. Now we have to pull these locks. They are at both the sides, the front side and the opposite side. If you see that there must be some here as well. Yes, so this one. So we have to uplift this part. This is sometimes hidden, so we have to put lift this part up, which is the flexible cover of the cartridge. So otherwise it's hidden. So we have to pull it up, and now we have to pull out this lock, and then we have to pull out the other lock from the cartridge. Now they cannot come out from here itself. So we have to search the hole for them. There is a hole for these locks we have some hole inside. If you see that there must be some holes here, so we have to put that wire, this wire. Now this is the lock. Now this is the lock. We have to put this on the other side to pull it out from the inner side. It will not come out from here. We have to force it in that hole to make it out. So I will search the hole accordingly. Then I will put my, now this is the way I have to put the wire. Now I have to put the wire and I have to gently force it. So I have to force it accordingly, and I can, yeah, one moment, it's hard to find. So I can simply, now this is the way I will force it. I will not do it at once. I will just force it. I'll just jerk it. So I'm not giving all the force at once. I am slowly and gradually I am putting it out. So I will just force it and pull it. So keep on forcing it up in this way. I will just put some energy, and this is the way it will come out. Yeah, this part is a bit tough to do because it takes time and you have to use some technique to pull it out. So I will just simply do it again. I will just force it, and you can see that it has come out. Then I will literally put my flask here and I will pull it out. Now this is the knob. Now this is the knob which we have to take it out. Now this knob is called lock. Similarly, we will put out this lock from the other angle. So now this is, now it's his turn. Now this is, it's the other turn. Now we have to take out this lock as well. So again, take my wire, hard wire. I'll insert it on the hole and I'll gently press it. And then keep on giving the force. I'll just keep on giving the force and it will loosen up. It will loosen up. So once it gets loosened up, then I have to use the flask to take it out. Yes, now this is the way. Now this is something which will come with practice. So I have taken out both the locks out from the cartridge. Then this is the cartridge. I will simply break it. I'll just keep it this in this way. My angles are this way. Now understand that this is the way you have to just pull it slowly and it will open up. Now this is the way we open this cartridge. Now after that, now where it was written made in Japan or made in China or made in India, we have to remove this cap. So now it's time to remove this cap. Now this is the hole. Now this is the cap which we have to remove from here, and I will just simply remove it from my fingers. Very good. Now this is the hole. Now this is the hole I have to fill in the powder. So I will simply, now it's better to buy one toner. So I have already purchased this HP toner ink from a shop at Nehru Place, and then I will simply make a cone from tough paper. So I will take 2-3 rough papers and I will then make a cone. So I have to make a cone. So I'll simply make a cone accordingly. And then I will simply use my scissors to cut it from the other way. And then I have a proper hole and I will insert it here. Now this is the way I will do, and after that I will open the ink and I will pour the ink accordingly. So after putting the ink accordingly, I will empty the ink. After that I will simply remove this cone from here and I will put the cap back to the drum hole. Now this is the way we have to fill in the ink from this in the simple process. So now I will teach you how you have to put everything back the way it was. So for that, first of all, I have to, the same steps, that I have to put the cap which says made in Japan, made in India back to the cap, and I will put one screwdriver so that it should not go here and there. Now, even to do this is also not so easy and not so tough, but yes, it's all about the practice. If you do regular practice for 3-4 times, believe me, it will be very easy. Otherwise, you end up going to a long distance, then they will fill all local inks and they might fool you by changing the spare parts of your cartridge. So I will just simply do the way it was. So now these two are the upper locks, one lock and the second lock. So one lock and second lock. So these are two locks. They should always be upside. Then again I have to take the other part of the same, and then I have to simply lock it accordingly. Spring has come out. How to do the spring as it is. Sorry. Now this is the way I have to again. I have to lock it back. Yes. So I will simply put the locks accordingly. Now this is a bit a process. Sorry. Okay, anyways, not the ending part, so I'll simply try and see if I'm able to lock them accordingly. Okay. Something is missing. Okay, one moment. Yes, so no, sorry, it was, yeah. Now this is the way I will just press it accordingly, and this is the way I have put it back. Yes, so this part was a bit complicated. Anyways, so this is the way I will put it back. Now as soon as you enter the ink to the drum, then I have to put it back to the way it was. Then the first step that I will reverse the process. Then I have to put the last thing back first. So I have to put the lock first in the cartridge. So I have to set the locks and I have to pull the locks back. So this was where I took out the lock. So lock has to be put from outside. This lock will not go from inside. So I'll just simply put the lock back. So this is the way you can press it from some hard part, and I can simply just press it. So this is the way I have put the lock, this lock back from outside. This lock will never go from inside. It will always go from outside. Similarly, I will put the other lock back to the same place. So I will put the other lock here. So it will go here in this way. So I'll put this back and I will just force it. Okay, now so I have put both the locks back for the first lock and the second lock. So now this is the way. Now I will put the magnetic rod. So this is the first thing I need to do, that I have to put the magnetic rod back the way it was before. So I will simply put it and press it. So I have put the magnetic rod back the way I pulled it out. I have put it back in the same way and same position. Cool. Let me do it again. So this is the way I have to put the magnetic rod back the way it was, wherever it was before, and then this is the way I can simply do my work. Oh, yes. So I have put the rod back to its original place. Then I have to put the drum back. The way I took it out, I will just insert it in the knob and I will just put it back where it was. After that, I will bring the cap for its cover, the cap from this way, and I will just search for the right option, and then I have to put the cap back. So it has been done, and then I'll put the screwdriver as soon as possible. Oh, so guys, you have learned today as in how to open it and how to do it. But yes, the most important part of this entire course is that you have to understand how to open the lock from the wire. So that is the most crucial part of this entire course. I'll put back the screws where they were so that they should not go here and there. So after that, the process is all over and we are done. Now this is the way we have put it back. Now we can simply put the cartridge back to the printer and we pull it out and we do the test page. So I hope that you all have really enjoyed my entire part of teaching you. This will come with practice and definitely it will. So let me show you my face as well. So thank you for using my video, and hopefully I'll come across many other videos in future. So thanks a lot for your time and patience, and I appreciate for whatever you have learned today. I hope that will solve all your problems in regard with filling the printer cartridge. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.